Hey there, fellow science enthusiasts. Let's dive into a thought experiment. Have you ever wondered what our world would look like if plastic had never been invented? It's a fascinating scenario to consider, especially given how deeply integrated plastic is in our daily lives. Imagine a world without plastic. I know, right? Mind-blowing. From the packaging of our food to the gadgets we use every day, plastic is everywhere. But what if it wasn't? How would our cities look? How would our daily routines change? This substance, this polymer paradigm we take for granted, vanished. Poof! Gone! Suddenly all those plastic items we rely on would be missing. Think about the impact on everything from medical supplies to household items. Think about it. No plastic bags rustling in the wind, good for the environment, maybe bad for dramatic grocery runs. But beyond the environmental benefits, consider the ripple effects on industries and economies. How would businesses adapt to a plastic-free world? No cheap plastic toys taking over your living room, more wooden blocks, anyone? Parents might appreciate the tidier spaces, but what about the toy industry? Would it shift back to more traditional materials or innovate new ones? This isn't just about aesthetics, it's a fundamental shift in how we interact with the world. Natural materials would make a comeback, and craftsmanship would be more valued. Imagine the resurgence of skills and trades that have been overshadowed by mass production. Imagine a world where innovation took a different path. Without plastic, what other materials might we have developed? How would our scientific and technological advancements look today? Would we have come up with something even cooler than plastic? Perhaps a biodegradable material that's just as versatile? The possibilities are endless and exciting to think about. Or would we be rocking paper bag raincoats and wooden bicycles? It's fun to imagine, but also a reminder of how much we depend on plastic for convenience and functionality. That's what we're about to explore. Join us as we delve into this intriguing alternate reality and uncover the potential innovations and adaptations that could have shaped our world without the polymer paradigm. First stop on our plastic-free field trip, the grocery store. Remember those flimsy produce bags? Gone, replaced by paper bags, maybe hemp sacks that you have to lug back and forth. Talk about a workout. Milk, forget those convenient jugs. It's back to glass bottles, baby. Clink, clank, clink as you push your cart down the aisle. And don't even get me started on cheese. Wax paper, here we come. Sure, it sounds charming, almost nostalgic, but imagine the lines. The checkout process would be like a slow-motion ballet of bagging and tying. And spills? Let's just say you'd want to invest in a good mop. Let's talk fashion, or should I say fabric. The world of fashion has seen a dramatic shift over the decades. From the synthetic craze of the 70s to the eco-conscious trends of today, fabric choices have always been a reflection of the times. No more polyester leisure suits, thank goodness. Those shiny, uncomfortable outfits are a thing of the past. Instead, it's all about natural fibers, cotton, wool, linen. These materials not only feel better on the skin but are also more sustainable. Imagine a world where your clothes breathe. Natural fibers allow for better air circulation, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. But hold on. Remember those high-performance athletic fabrics that wick away moisture? They were a game changer for athletes and fitness enthusiasts. Yeah, those are gone too. The shift back to natural fibers means saying goodbye to some of the modern conveniences we've come to love. Get ready to sweat it out in cotton t-shirts and wool shorts. While they may not have the same moisture-wicking properties, they do have a nostalgic charm. And shoes? Footwear has also seen a significant transformation. Forget those lightweight sneakers with fancy plastic soles. Modern running shoes designed for maximum comfort and performance are becoming rare. It's leather, wood, or bust. Traditional materials are making a comeback, emphasizing durability and craftsmanship. On the plus side, vintage shoe repair shops would be all the rage. These shops, once a staple in every town, are seeing a resurgence. Who doesn't love a good cobbler? Supporting local artisans not only helps the community but also ensures your shoes last longer.
Imagine a world where your clothes breathe. Natural fibers allow for better air circulation, keeping you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. But hold on, remember those high-performance athletic fabrics that wick away moisture? They were a game changer for athletes and fitness enthusiasts. Yeah, those are gone too. The shift back to natural fibers means saying goodbye to some of the modern conveniences we've come to love. Get ready to sweat it out in cotton t-shirts and wool shorts. While they may not have the same moisture-wicking properties, they do have a nostalgic charm.
Now let's talk tech. This is where things get really interesting. Without plastic, our gadgets would look radically different. No sleek plastic casings for our phones and laptops. Think wood, metal, maybe even ceramic. Imagine a world where your phone is a hefty chunk of polished walnut engraved with tiny copper circuits. It would be like carrying around a piece of art. But here's the kicker. Without plastic insulation and components, electronics would be much bulkier and more fragile. Remember those old tube radios? That's the kind of technology we'd be rocking. Retro cool, but not exactly pocket-sized. Section 5. A world without Tupperware, living out of jars like some kind of food-preserving time traveler. Okay, let's venture into the kitchen. Remember those colorful plastic containers that promise to keep your leftovers fresh for eternity? Yeah, those are out. We're going old school with glass jars, ceramic containers, and maybe even beeswax wraps. Imagine a world where your pantry is a symphony of glass jars, each filled with colorful layers of dried beans, grains, and homemade pickles. It's a return to a simpler time when people actually took the time to preserve their food. And hey, who needs Tupperware when you can show off your canning skills? Section 6. Planes, trains, and wooden automobiles. Let's shift gears and talk transportation. Plastic is everywhere in our vehicles, from dashboards to bumpers to interior components. Without it, cars would be heavier, less fuel efficient, and let's face it, probably not as safe. Imagine a world where cars are built like tanks, with sturdy metal bodies and minimal creature comforts. Seatbelts? You bet. Airbags? Don't push your luck. But here's the thing. Without plastic, cars wouldn't be the only mode of transportation. Bicycles, trains, and even airships, remember those, might make a comeback. Section 7. Healthcare without polymers. Back to basics. Now, let's talk about something serious. Healthcare. Plastic has revolutionized medicine, from sterile packaging to life-saving implants. Without it, things would be very different. Imagine a world where syringes are made of glass and metal, sterilized and reused. Where bandages are made of cloth and gauze, painstakingly washed and sterilized.
It sounds daunting, but it's a reminder of the incredible ingenuity of earlier generations. We might not have all the fancy disposable equipment, but we'd find a way to make it work. Necessity is the mother of invention, after all.
Section 8. An ocean of change, plastics' environmental impact erased. Now for the elephant in the room, or rather, the plastic bottles floating in the ocean. Without plastic, our planet would be a very different place. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Gone. Microplastics in our food chain? History. Imagine pristine beaches, crystal clear oceans, and a world where marine life can thrive without the threat of plastic pollution. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? But here's the catch. We'd have to find alternative solutions for all the things plastic does so well. And that's where things get really interesting. Section 9, the cardboard coffee cup conundrum. Let's talk about those ubiquitous coffee cups. No more disposable plastic lids. We're back to sipping our morning joe from ceramic mugs, or, dare I say it, cardboard cups with those little paper sleeves. Remember those? Imagine a world where coffee shops are filled with the clatter of ceramic mugs and the gentle rustle of paper sleeves. Sure, it might be a little less convenient, but hey, at least we wouldn't be contributing to the mountains of plastic waste generated every year. Every little bit helps, right? Section 10. Innovation, inspiration. Life finds a way. The absence of plastic wouldn't mean a halt to progress. It would force us to think differently, to innovate with new materials and technologies. We might discover solutions that are even better than plastic, more sustainable and eco-friendly. Imagine a world where scientists are racing to develop biodegradable polymers from algae, mushrooms, or even shrimp shells. A world where packaging dissolves in water, leaving no trace behind. It's a world where sustainability isn't just a buzzword, it's a necessity. And who knows what other amazing discoveries await us when we push the boundaries of what's possible. Section 11. The future is now. Just kidding, it's totally different. So there you have it, a glimpse into a world without plastic. Imagine walking down the streets and not seeing a single piece of plastic waste. No plastic bags floating in the wind, no bottles cluttering the sidewalks. It's a vision of a cleaner, greener future. It's a world that's both familiar and strange, full of challenges and opportunities. People are adapting to new lifestyles, finding innovative solutions to manage waste without relying on plastic. From reusable containers to biodegradable materials, the possibilities are endless. It's a world that forces us to confront our dependence on this ubiquitous material and to imagine a future where sustainability and innovation go hand in hand. Scientists are tirelessly working on sustainable technologies while communities are coming together to create green spaces and urban gardens. Would it be a better world? Picture children playing in parks free of litter and volunteers dedicating their time to keep beaches pristine. The sense of community and shared responsibility is palpable. That's for you to decide. The future is a canvas, and we are the artists. Thoughtful individuals are constantly pondering environmental issues, engaging in public debates and pushing for sustainable practices. But one thing's for sure, it's a world that sparks the imagination and reminds us that the future is ours to create. Creative minds are brainstorming future innovations, and diverse groups are collaborating on eco-projects that could change the world. And who knows, maybe just maybe we'll surprise ourselves with what we can achieve. The successful implementation of eco-friendly solutions and the celebration of environmental achievements show that a better future is within our grasp. It's a journey of discovery, innovation, and collective effort.